I got up, and I start my day like how I do every day. I get up, I go to the fridge, I check for the milk, I get myself some cereal. But on this particular day, I poured my cereal first, thinking there would be milk in the fridge, and then there wasn't. That just set me off. The fucking rules on the wall in the house say refill when you kill something. It's as simple as that. That's all you have to do. If you kill it, you fill it. That's it. That's the rule. You break that rule, it's fucking over. After I found out that the milk was gone, I sat and I waited for Charlie to get up and do his morning routine.
So I woke up and I get my morning coffee, as I always do. I don't eat in the morning because, let's be honest, eating is irrelevant. Only losers eat breakfast. Go to get the milk. It's empty. And I'm just sitting there wondering why, because there's honestly not a worse thing that can happen in the morning.
Yeah, we said our good mornings, and then he walks over to the fridge, takes out the milk, shakes it a little bit, and just puts it back like nothing is wrong. Well, I got up and I told him off. What do you think I was going to do in that moment?
Yeah, I was a detective. And it's just, I had my own instincts. I knew there were some things in the case that I could solve, and there was some evidence that there was a slip through the cracks, but only I could see them. And I felt as if the department is just looking over these crime scenes, so I stepped out for doing them on my own.
Well, first off, I felt very threatened because, I felt like the criminal here. So, yeah, I felt like I was on a crime scene, which I guess I was.
When the detective arrived, it was tense, man. It was crazy in there.
It was intriguing. It was very unique. And these guys, they seem to know each other, but I thought that they do not. The way they were behaving, it's like they were all up against each other. So I really felt like this is the case I wanted to solve.
See, when I came into the kitchen, there was a glass of milk that was left there from the night before. And I know this guy, okay? He's like a fucking 4-year-old. He needs a warm glass of milk before he goes to bed. Well, Ryan is lactose intolerant, so I know he doesn't give a shit. It was fucking Charlie.
It seemed very straightforward to me. Based on my experience, when evidence is so right on my face, it's obviously planted. It felt very planted to me. And yeah, but then evidence was completely pointing towards Charlie, so I had to remove him from the apartment. But yeah, that was the hunch was always in my head. Even after I left the whole place, the case was closed, but I didn't feel like it was closed, but there was nothing else to do. So yeah. I had a hunch about these kids. I was thinking of who could do something so drastic, something so miserable. And I was interrogating them, and they just couldn't spill their beans. They just couldn't talk properly. It was a residue in the drainage. The whole milk residue was in the drainage. And even if you throw milk away, you don't throw that much away. There was so much, it was literally a full carton worth of milk. And that was quite suspicious to me. How can that happen, and who would throw milk away that much? So.
Why? Where should I start? Have you ever had bad roommates? They're the worst. One of my biggest pet peeves is being clean, and how hard is it to clean up after you shave? I gotta say, Ollie is disgusting. I can't stand him.
Before all of this, we were we were chilling, man. We'd come back every day, you know, we'd check in. You know, how's your day going? Oh, it was good. Oh, it was bad. You know, we talked like regular roommates. You know, they're just like my friends, and I live with them. We watched TV. It was great. We had a great relationship.
I mean, Ryan is better than Oliver, but still, you know, not a fan of him. So I try to keep my distance.
Honestly, I feel like it was NCIS or something. Like, who would do such a thing? It's just a carton of milk. I mean, I felt surprised for sure, and I felt like they're really making a big deal out of this. We can just talk easily.
They were shocked, first of all 3 of them. They were shocked that I came back, and then I told them that there's more evidence, and then after explanation, then they both turned on Ryan, and the truth was out there, and then we ended up removing Ryan.
Just poured a carton of milk down the drain. Like, what's the deal? But yeah, I felt guilty, but I didn't know why. I think it was just the suspense, his looks. He's scary. That detective is scary. It was a master plan. I'm not gonna brag, but it was a master plan. Just a tiny little detail that I left behind. But yeah, I thought it's gonna work.
I mean, how do you to talk to Charlie, like, how do you apologize to someone after something like that? I was real bad. I said some things about his mom. It got bad. Together, we kind of, you know, I think he knows and I know, but I don't know if it's one of those arguments you can come back from.